And we are live, back again for our second game of the day. What is going on, everybody? It is time for the Battle of Alberta, Game 3 of the series. First one that I am streaming, and I am so excited to get to watch these two teams play against each other. This series has been absolutely bonkers since the start. 9-6 game in Game 1. Another 8 goals in game number 2, a 5-3 game. Plenty of penalty minutes, lots of hatred. Everything you would have expected and hoped for from a Battle of Alberta, Calgary and Edmonton. And I am beyond excited to watch this one here tonight and get this game underway, get the puck dropped, and get to see these two teams go at it once again. But welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys all for being here. Super excited for this one. We got Nathan, Brian, William, Catherine, Z2A, Angelo, Austin, Robert, Avatar, Gavin. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. We're going to get the poll up in the chat so you guys can get your votes. So you guys can get your votes in on who you think is going to take this one. We got the Flames on the road, Oilers at home for the first time in this series. And poll should be up in the chat. So you guys can get your votes in. Let me know who you think is going to win this one. And hopefully we get a great game tonight. This has been a crazy, crazy series, and I hope that that continues. I think it will continue. It usually is pretty crazy when these two teams play against each other. Daniel, what's going on? Sanino, welcome in. Tua, welcome. Garrett, good to see you. Really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And we are just a few minutes away from puck drop here. Oilers, Flames, Battle of Alberta. This should be a crazy one. And hopefully all the ridiculous stuff that's happened in the first two games carries over into this Game 3, and we get another wildly entertaining matchup between these two. It usually is when they play against each other. Hey, what's going on, Red Rubber? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Unknown, what's going on? Joey, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, big win for the Rangers earlier against Carolina. That gets them back in that series with a big win on home ice. They got to try and do the same thing on Tuesday. But they're right back into that series now with the Hurricanes as they get a big one at MSG this afternoon. And then a team that could not get back into their series earlier was the Florida Panthers, as they ended up losing 5-1 to Tampa Bay earlier today. That is now a 3-0 series lead for Tampa, and feels like that one's going to be over really, really quick. Florida just doesn't seem to have anything for the Lightning in this round, so that one has a very different feel to it. That one feels almost like it's over already, whereas the Rangers were really, able to get themselves back into it with a big win today. And as much as we talk about the Hurricanes winning every game on home ice, they've also lost every game on the road so far in these playoffs. So it seems like that might be an issue for Carolina playing away from home. Because they're great on home ice, but they haven't won one in an opponent's building yet. So we're getting ready here for puck drop. Should be hopefully less than 10 minutes away. Usually it's about 10 minutes after the scheduled time. So should be somewhere around 8:10 Eastern that we get underway. And hopefully it's soon here we can get into this game. And I watched game 1 of this series was absolutely unbelievable. I haven't seen a game like that very, very often. Just in the NHL, you don't see games like game 1 of this series was. Game 2 is also high scoring, 5-3 game, but not as crazy as game 1. But there's also a lot of animosity between these teams, which makes it even better when we're actually going to see physical hockey and teams that don't like each other. So very excited for that as well. But it's funny, they're talking about the Carolina Rangers series now. It's great home, 6-0 at home for the Hurricanes, but 0-4 on the road so far in the playoffs. We'll see if the Rangers can tie that series up on Tuesday night when they play again in their Game 4. So we're getting closer to the action here. You guys are pretty split in the poll right now. We got 24 votes in. And 54% on the Oilers, 46% on the Flames. So pretty close to 50-50 there. You guys are pretty split on who's going to win this one tonight. I think it's going to be a great game. I think both teams have shown that they're very capable of winning. Obviously, Calgary won Game 1. Edmonton won Game 2. This is a very good series as far as the matchup goes. They're pretty evenly matched teams. And both are capable of beating the other. So I think this is one of those that's a coin flip. It's up for grabs, and whoever ends up playing better, I think it's going to be the team that skates out of here with a big win and a series lead. Right now it's tied 1-1. Definitely want to be that team that goes up 2-1 rather than trying to dig out of a hole down 1-2. Jackson, what's going on? Welcome in. Really appreciate it. Vernon, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Really, really appreciate you being here. Awesome to have you. Yeah, I think so too, Austin. I think so too. I just haven't seen anything from Florida that makes me think that they can, push back against Tampa. I mean, they just haven't had any sort of urgency, no desperation in their game. It's not like just that they've lost, but that like they're bad. Like they look bad in the games. So, it'd be one thing if they were close back and forth games, but I just haven't seen anything from Florida that makes me think that they're going to win. Mike, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. I think it's a little bit of both, Tua. I mean, obviously, Tampa's phenomenal, and Tampa has playoff style hockey. They have playoff style hockey down to a science. Like, Tampa is a phenomenal playoff team that's built for the playoffs, knows how to win in the playoffs, and they're playing very well right now. But at the same time, Florida just hasn't shown anything. Like, there hasn't been any real pushback from the Panthers, and that's kind of embarrassing on their part. And but between the Tampa playing great and Florida not really showing up, to me, I don't see anything that makes me think that series is going to go any further. I think Tampa's just going to finish it off. Weather Spotter, what's going on? Kit, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Kyle, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Vasilevsky's playing unreal right now. And, I mean, Florida can't put the puck in the net. I mean, look at this series. They're barely scoring goals. So, you're getting like one goal a game in this series. So, you're not going to win playoff hockey games scoring one goal. It's just not likely to happen. Vasilevsky's doing a great job in net. And the Panthers seem to have no answer right now for Tampa Bay. Hey, St. Martin, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, I mean, definitely losing Binnington for St. Louis is a big loss, William. I mean, Binnington was great in the playoffs in the games that he played. Husso struggled a little bit, especially after the first one. He played well in the first game, but after that, he kind of struggled a little bit. So, I think that's definitely going to change that series now with Binnington being out for sure. Michael, what is going on? Welcome in. This game's on ESPN2. This is a game on ESPN2. And it looks like we're going to be dropping the puck here pretty shortly. Team's getting out onto the ice. Looks more like an 8:15 puck drop than 8:10, but either way, doesn't really matter. We're getting close to this one getting underway here. Clark, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Pablo, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for watching. Awesome to have you here. We are getting ready for puck drop now between the Flames and Oilers. Yeah, I mean, McDavid's been unbelievable. I mean, his point production, too, is off the charts. And he's played great in the playoffs for Edmonton. I mean, anytime Edmonton struggled, it certainly hasn't been because of Connor McDavid. He's the main reason Edmonton is this far into the playoffs and where they are right now, because without him, this Oilers team, I think, would be writing a very different story than what they are. His offensive production and just his skill set is unmatched right now in the NHL. I mean, he's got 20 points in 9 games in the playoffs so far. It's like, what? 20 points in 9 games? He's over 2 points a game. Hey, thank you, Gavin. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, no, I did. I had about an hour-long nap after the first game, Austin, yes. AJ, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. I don't know what the over-under was on this. I'm going to assume it was probably around 7. I mean, given the way that the first 2 games have gone, I highly doubt they would have kept it down at 6 or 6.5. I imagine it's probably up around 7. But these games are usually high scoring when these two play. Feel like eventually we're going to get one where the goalies are actually capable of stopping some pucks and keeping the puck out. But I feel like a majority of these games in this series are going to go over. Hey, Harry Rice, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Awesome to see you in the chat. I just have an iced tea tonight, Robert. Just a regular brisk iced tea. No drinking for me today. I did plenty of that yesterday. So, just relaxing today and chilling. Wow, it is 6.5? Jeez, I'd hammer that over. I feel like a majority of the games in this series are going to be overs. I can't believe that the books still kept it down at 6.5 after the way that these first 2 games went. That's crazy to me. You'd think they'd make an adjustment to the fact that there's a very real chance we see 10 goals in this game. It was pretty hot, Pablo, today, but it's starting to cool off now that the sun's gone down. Yeah, no, 100% to it. This should be a long series. Zach, what's going on? Patrick, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you. We're getting close to puck drop now. Flames, Oilers, Battle of Alberta. Yeah, no, the first game of this series, Robert, was insane. Like some of the most entertaining hockey I've seen in a long time. So they're doing the national anthem now. And then we should be getting the puck dropped as soon as the anthem is done in a couple of minutes. So getting close to the start of this one here. So excited to finally get to stream this matchup in a game that's not starting really late at night. You know, one that actually has a decent start time at 8 o'clock. Rangers fan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to have you in the chat. Big win for the Rangers this afternoon. Hello, Patrick. Welcome in. Oh, do you, Gavin? Well, it was a very, very good showing for them today again. They've just been awesome in this series, so I don't blame you one bit. No, I do not, Austin. I have work tomorrow. Jack, what's going on? Welcome in. Brittany, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some hype in the chat for our newest subscriber, Brittany. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it. And we're getting ready to go. We're getting ready to go here. Teams are lining up. We're about to drop the puck. Get Agrippa, what's going on? Welcome. Prosperous, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Very low AAV, Prosperous. I think it's a very team-friendly deal from a cap hit standpoint. I feel like it might be a little long. Locking a guy like him up for 6 years might be a little long, but if you can get the cap hit down like that, then it's well worth it. As we are underway, puck is dropped, and game number 3 is underway. Flames and Oilers, Mike Smith in net for Edmonton, Jacob Markstrom in goal for Calgary, and LJ, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And an early icing here by the Oilers. Flames will have an offensive zone faceoff coming up 19 seconds into this one. And we are underway. Game 3, Battle of Alberta. Let's go. I am hyped up for this one. Hopefully you get a great matchup. And usually is when these teams play. The man, what's going on? Welcome in. Edmonton wins that draw back. They clear the zone up into the offensive end. Playing it behind the net. Hannafin up now. Mangiapane out of the zone to Backlund. Backlund with some speed into the offensive end for Calgary. Fires one in there, gets blocked by Duncan Keith. Bouchard in the corner, stolen back by Mangiapane. Flames trying to get it into the middle. Oilers take possession. Hyman's up and out of the zone. Puljujarvi will come across on Gabranson, but the Flames take it back. Into the offensive end. Here's Backlund, first in on the forecheck. Mike Smith plays it away from him, and the Oilers will clear out to the neutral zone. Played over now at the red line into the offensive end. Shot in here. That one right off the outside of the post. Good chance early there for the Oilers. McDavid behind the net looking to make a play. Checked in the corner with Shillington all over him. Kane comes over to help out. McDavid keeps the puck. Backhand trying to get around Gabranson. Thrown in front there. And Johnny Gaudreau will take it for Calgary. And the Flames are going to clear it out. Come back the other way. Moved up now. Big collision there. McDavid and one of the Flames, and the Flames player goes flying. Line change now for the Oilers as Draisaitl will dump it in. Victoria, what's going on? Welcome in. And that's covered by Markstrom. Just under 2 minutes into this one. And it is going to be an offensive zone faceoff coming up now for Edmonton. No, William, but I really don't use Facebook at all much, so I probably wouldn't have seen it. Tony, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Flames win the defensive zone draw. This one's cleared out. Taken now by Zadorov. He goes D to D with it. Stone pass for Jarnkrok's a little ahead of him. He dumps it in. Deflected to the offensive zone. Oilers quickly trying to send it back out to the blue line, but not cleared. Now Dubé has it poked off his stick. Ryan McLeod being chased by Jarnkrok. Down in the corner, up the boards. Fogle backhands it out of the zone. And it's coming back the other way now. Neutral ice. Flames dump it in. It's Dubé. Whale oil beef. What's going on? Welcome in. Tyson Barrie being chased now by Trevor Lewis. Plays it D to D. Up and cleared out by the Oilers. Flames trying to come back the other way. We're just over 2.5 minutes into this one. Played back the other way. Dumped in by Brett Ritchie. Wow, we're almost 3 minutes into this game and nobody's scored yet. So that's shocking. Nobody's scored this deep into the game. Usually we get a real early goal between these two as it's brought up now. Kassian with a shot and a big save there by Markstrom. Keith pinches to keep it in for the Oilers. Working around in the attacking zone. That one's just fired wide. Working this one around now. Edmonton with a couple of good chances. Here's Archibald. He gets knocked down by Hanifin. Puck's in the corner. Taken back by Nugent Hopkins. Out into the middle. And Puljujarvi rips that one wide. Cap, what's going on? Welcome in. Brian, KC, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys all for being here. Appreciate it. Now it's brought up by Zadorov into the offensive zone. Flames get it deep behind the net. It's turned over. And out, carrying it now here. Just dodging a hit was Hyman. That's dumped into the offensive zone as he'll chase. Taken back by Zadorov. The Flames will clear out of their end. Moved up and not into the offensive end. As stood up well was Mangiapane, but now he gets it through to Tkachuk. Tkachuk in deep, chasing after Barrie. Barrie moves it up the wall. Backlund keeps it in. And Mangiapane sends it down low. Here's Tkachuk trying to drive around in front. Smith makes the save. Played back now by Edmonton. Cleared through the middle of the ice. Over the red line, McDavid into the offensive zone. His shot attempt gets a stick in the way by Shillington. It goes high off glass. Flames clear it out. Back to the neutral zone. Over the red line. Kane to Draisaitl. Behind the net. Toffoli. Back to Goodbranson. Back to Toffoli as he's checked. Goodbranson in the corner. Trying to get some help. There's Lindholm. Up to Toffoli, out of the zone. Flames clear. Calgary into the offensive end now. Here's Elias Lindholm. He fires one wide past the near side post. And that's going to deflect up and out of play. We're going to get a whistle. 15-14 to go in the first. $15-14 to go in the first. Scoreless start here between Calgary and Edmonton. And it's incredible that we've gone 5 minutes without a goal, or almost 5 minutes without a goal, because this series has had a lot of early goals in them, but not tonight. They're keeping it out so far. Plenty of chances. I mean, both teams have had good chances, particularly Edmonton, but nothing in the back of the net just yet. 15-14 to go in the first. It's an offensive zone face-off for Calgary. And that one is one to the corner. Oilers trying to get back at it. Flames hard on the forecheck. Stolen by Toffoli. Looking for a spin around. Sends it back to the point. In on Smith. And Mike Smith makes a good glove save there. Getting a piece of it. And Edmonton can clear it out to the neutral zone. Zadorov gets run into. Edmonton comes high with the puck. That's over the net. And another heavy check from Yamamoto. He's got 2 on this shift already. Flames move it to the middle. Trying to clear it out. Just over 5 minutes into this one. Dubé can't get a stick on it. Rolls into the Edmonton zone. Smith comes out to play it. Worked up the wall to Kassian. Chip to the middle. Ryan is going to be offsides in Archibald. And this is going to be a whistle with 14:29 to go in the first, and a neutral zone faceoff coming out. Yamamoto really took a run at Zadorov there. He's like half his size. But it actually ended up working out really well for Edmonton because the puck popped loose and the Oilers brought it into the offensive zone. So, good physical play there by Yamamoto. Really helps out Edmonton. What's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Just over 5.5 minutes into this one. It will be a face-off right outside of the Calgary zone. And Backlund's going to get tossed, so Coleman comes in to take it against Nugent Hopkins. One back by Coleman. Flames take the puck off the draw. Trying to work it up now. Here's Mangiapane. Move to the middle. Good Branson has it roll off his stick. Shillington's got to regroup. He falls down in on Markstrom, who sticks it to this corner. Puljujarvi plays it around the wall. Edmonton keeps it in. Getting set up now in the offensive zone. Still looking for the first goal of this game. Trying to work it around now. Back out high. Long shot there. That one just deflects wide. Amphibia, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Oilers back in their own zone. It's Evan Bouchard. Bouchard over to Duncan Keith. Looking for a breakout play. He turns it over off his skate. And the Flames are going to get possession back as they get a line change. Hanifin dumps it in. Flames in on the forecheck. Smith knocks the puck down behind the net. Almost turns it over to Tkachuk. Out in front. Here's a chance. And that one just sent wide. Through the middle. Nobody for Calgary can get a stick on it. Played back now. Ryder Kid, what's going on? Welcome in. Played up. 13:05 to go in the first. Flames dump it in. They'll head on the forecheck. Working this one down and around. Here's Evander Kane for Edmonton out of the zone. Pass through to the middle. Into the offensive end. Here's a chance. McDavid spins away from Stone. Trying to get a pass through. That's deflected off the boards. Tkachuk gets back. Lifts it, but not out. Kept in again. Edmonton still on the attack in the offensive zone. Puck down in the corner. Back to the point. Played by Draisaitl. Now high to Ceci. Ceci with a shot through traffic. And a big save there by Jacob Markstrom. Lewis takes a hit. Works it up the wall. Back to the near side boards. And Zadorov's just going to curl back and make a possession play. Line changes coming for both teams as Brett Ritchie carries it over the red line and dumps it in. Takes a hit there from Cassian. Oilers trying to clear it out. Lucic comes across. Spinning away from him, though, was Kulak. And Ritchie's going to finish his check in the corner now on the near side. Flames back in their own zone. Good Branson through the middle. Turned over. Stolen here by Edmonton. And we get a good glove save there by Markstrom. He's able to see it the whole way. And he's going to cover the puck with 12:01 to go in the first. And we're going to head to our first commercial break of this one. A scoreless start between Calgary and Edmonton. Just about 8 minutes in. And nobody's found the back of the net yet, but high pace to this game. A lot of up and down action, not a lot of whistles. Very fast-paced game all over the ice. So appreciate you guys all being here. Really, really appreciate it. That is awesome, Ryder Kid. Glad to have you here. Welcome in. Amphibia with the sub. Let's get some sub hype in the chat. Newest subscriber to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that. Yeah, guys, please don't forget. It really helps out a lot and is greatly, greatly appreciated if you can hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. I'll be streaming all playoffs long, and thank you guys so much for the support. So, what's going on? Welcome in. Hey, Ryder Kid Hockey, new sub hype for Ryder Kid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Really good to have you all here. Coming back from the commercial break now. 12:01 to go in the first. And we still have a scoreless game. There were early goals in the first two games between these teams. Obviously game one, they scored like 30 seconds in. It was real early in game one of this series. In game two, they scored pretty early on as well. 3 minutes in, Michael Stone ripped one by. So this is the longest that a game in this series so far has gone without a goal to start it. That one's one back now. Played around, down low, looking to work it in front. Edmonton trying to change that, and Markstrom makes a good save there with 11:55 left. As Fogle drove the net there, it will be an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Oilers. Shasha, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Nathaniel, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Awesome to have you here. One back now. Edmonton off the draw shot and hits the post! It squeaked through Markstrom and hit the post, but didn't go in. Another long shot there. That gets blocked on the way through. Flames finally able to clear. Edmonton came so close there to making it 1-0, but just couldn't get it to roll in the net. As it's worked up ice, back into the offensive zone. Poked away by Zadorov, and the Flames clear to neutral ice. Here's Dubé into the attacking end. Drop pass for Toffoli. Toffoli cuts to the middle, fires a shot that's blocked by Barry. McLeod gets back and will clear it for Edmonton. Knocked down in the neutral zone. It was played with a high stick. And that is going to be a whistle here with 11:15 remaining in the first. Puck played with a high stick by the Flames. Have a good night, Rangers fan. See you later. Thanks for coming by. So, another frantic start as far as pace of play goes in this one, but nothing in the net yet. Not quite as crazy scoring-wise as the first two games of this series. Avi, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. Hyman dodges the hit from Goodbranson there. Works the puck around down low. Worked out in front. That's cleared up the wall. Mangiapane takes it behind the net. Goodbranson lifts it and able to clear that one up to Backlund, who chips it out of the zone. Flames now trying to bring it into the offensive end, but they're going to be offsides. So Bouchard gets a free pass back to it, and the Oilers will clear it out. Here comes Bouchard. Turns it over, though, in the neutral zone. Johnny Gaudreau back in. Poked away from him. Flames can't keep it in. Oilers come back the other way into the offensive zone. McDavid spins around and keeps possession of the puck. Back to the point. Long shot from C.C. Markstrom with a good save there. Rebound goes to the sidewall. Calgary trying to clear it out. They do. Kachuk up to Lindholm. Lindholm dumps it in. And Gaudreau will go in on the forecheck as Mike Smith plays it. Worked up now. Good hit by Ritchie out at the red line. Flames get the puck back. He'll dump it in. Smith comes out, plays it. And Zadorov takes it for Calgary. Out in the neutral zone. Flames right back in on the attack. Backhanded in there on Smith. And he gets a pad on it and a rebound out in front. Nobody able to get to for the Flames. Another long shot here, deflected wide. 9:40 to go in the first. Already halfway through this opening period. Into the offensive zone. Archibald chases. Heavy hit on Stone on the forecheck. Lucic gets hammered as well by Ryan. Oilers trying to get the puck back in front of the Flames bench. Toffoli takes a hit from Cassian. And we're going to get a whistle now. It's going to be a hooking call against Trevor Lewis. And Edmonton's going to the power play here. The Edmonton Oilers will get the first power play of the game. 9:25 to go in the first period. And Trevor Lewis is going to the box for hooking. And we're going to go to another commercial break just past the halfway point of this opening period. Edmonton and Calgary scoreless, but the Oilers are going to the man advantage. Wow. Good opportunity here for Edmonton to try and strike first. So next stream of everyone will be tomorrow night. I'll be doing Florida and Tampa Bay again, Game 4 of that series, and honestly, very well could be the last game of that series potentially. That one might be over quick. We'll see how it goes tomorrow night. But that's an elimination game. I'll be doing that one tomorrow. And if it's the last game, then we'll be down to 3 series remaining in round number 2. But that'll be an interesting one. We'll see if Florida has any sort of pushback in Game 4 that we haven't seen yet in any of the first 3 games. If not, Tampa's going to run away with that one. Sater, what's going on? Welcome in. All right, here we go now. Coming back from the commercial break. 2-minute power play coming up for the Oilers. Looking for our first goal of the game. We'll see if they can strike first here on home ice. Trevor Lewis in the box for hooking. We're ready to get back underway. Offensive zone draw for Edmonton. That one is won back by the Oilers. They'll look to set up. McDavid plays it to the point. Over now, Nugent-Hopkins, top of the circle. Back to Barry at the point to McDavid. Far side chance in front. Here's Hyman, and he can't get it on goal. Cleared all the way down after being stolen by the Flames D. And Smith is going to leave it behind the net for Barry. Minute 40 to go on the power play. 9 minutes to go in the first. Up through the neutral zone. Draisaitl into the offensive end. Drops it for Hyman. Back to Draisaitl in the corner. Out high. Barry goes to the other side for McDavid. Set up now. Offensive zone. Draisaitl back out to Barry. Long shot from the point. Saved by Markstrom. Loose puck. Flames get there first and clear it all the way down. Big save there by Markstrom. And Calgary able to get the clear. Here's Draisaitl back to the offensive zone. Played now by Nugent-Hopkins along the wall. He's pressured by Dubé. And Dubé's able to get it out to neutral ice. Minute still to go on the power play for Edmonton. Oilers to the offensive end. Here's Hyman. And a big save there by Markstrom on the backhand attempt. McDavid gets to the puck first, though. Oilers have it offensive zone over to Draisaitl. Back out high. Blast from the point. Markstrom with a save. Loose puck ends up at the end boards. And cleared again by Calgary. 40 seconds to go. 8 minutes to go here in the first period. Oilers with time for another rush on the power play. Duncan Keith now as the second unit comes out, going to carry it up ice. Pass through the middle, dumped in on Markstrom, and he's just going to cover it. We'll get a whistle here and an ozone draw for Edmonton coming up. 7:50 to go in the first. Really don't have a preference, Cap. There's a potential for a lot of great series this year. I mean, Game 7's kind of stand out, William, but other than that, I don't know. There's not like a huge difference for me, but Game 7 stand out. Well, like if I'm streaming a Game 7, it's definitely a little bit different than any other playoff game, but like before that, they all kind of, I don't know, there's not a big difference to me. Worked out now. Oilers back out to the neutral zone. Bouchard. And they're going to be offsides. They got to tag up. We're going to... No. We get a whistle here. Oh, it's off. They never... McLeod never exited the zone. So it's offsides with 2 seconds to go on the power play. 7:27 to go here in the first. We'll have a face-off coming up outside the Calgary end. Yeah, Markstrom's off to a very good start, Angelo, and it's a good thing because he's needed to be. Edmonton's had a lot of early chances, but he's kept everything out. John Lucas, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Face-off one back, and that is going to do it for the power play. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. Even strength again. Working it now, down low. Ceci behind the Flames net. Pass out in front for McDavid. Spin around. Can't get the shot off. Good D there from Calgary. Here's Johnny Gaudreau trying to get away from Draisaitl. We're going to have a penalty coming up here to Leon Draisaitl. He's going to go off for hooking. Back now, dumped through. Shillington takes a big hit. Edmonton touches the puck up, and we're going to get a stoppage here. Flames are going to get their first power play chance of the game. Edmonton had theirs, did not score. Now the Flames are going to go to the man advantage with 6:53 to go in the first. It's a hooking call against Draisaitl. Hey, thank you for watching, Catherine. Great to have you here. Stu, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for the 5. Let's get that dono hype in the chat for Stu. Dropping a 5 on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that, man. Ozone draw now for the Flames as they look to set up their power play. Out high, moved over top of the circle. Shot there, kind of fluttered wide. Don't think they got all of that one. It was Anderson with the shot, I think. He gets it back again out top of the circle. That one misses wide on Smith again. Hops over to Foley's stick, but he's able... No, he can't get it back to Anderson cleanly, and it's back out to the neutral zone. Offensive end now. Lindholm, Flames back on the attack. Through the middle of the ice, nobody home. And that clears itself again to the neutral zone as Rasmus Anderson will play it to Gaudreau. Offensive end now, Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk back to the point. Anderson plays it back to Johnny Gaudreau. Face-off dot into the middle. Tkachuk with a chance. That's sent wide. Oilers take it now, and they're going to skate it out. Nugent Hopkins and Derek Ryan shorthanded. Ryan fires one in there on Markstrom, and Toffoli's got to go back to get it. 1:05 left on the power play for the Flames. Working this one through the middle. 55 seconds to go in the man advantage. Backlund into the offensive end for the Flames. And that one's cleared out again by the Edmonton PK. Doing a very good job on the penalty kill here. Moved up into the attacking end. Dubé gets hit there. Good hit from Kulak. And the Oilers will clear it again. Down to 30 seconds on the power play. And Calgary's got a chase to their own zone. Getting down now. Moved up. Here's a chance. Mangiapane in behind. And Smith with a big pad save on that one. Trying to keep it in now, but the Oilers get it out. It's Yamamoto. He'll backhand it deep. Watching that clock tick down for Edmonton here. 5 seconds left on the penalty kill. Take him behind the net. That's going to do it. Both teams going to be 0 for 1 on the power play to start. We remain scoreless. Ticking under 5 minutes to go in the first period. We're back to 5-on-5 even strength action. Dumped in now by Edmonton. Played to the corner. First to it. Shillington up the middle to Yarncrook. And now it's out of the zone. Here's Goodbranson dumping it. And that goes up into the Oilers bench. We're going to get a whistle with 4:32 to go in the first. And it looks like we're going to head to our final commercial break of period number 1. Oilers and Flames still tied 0-0. It changes all the time depending on what I'm in the mood for, Saul. There's no one answer to, that's no one thing that is always my favorite. But we're going to a commercial break here, under 5 minutes to go in the first period, and still scoreless between the Flames and the Oilers. And by far the lowest scoring first period of this series so far. Kind of weird not to have a goal yet between these two, but the goalies are playing well. Both Mike Smith and Jacob Markstrom have had to make some really nice saves here to start in this first period. So the goalies look on it tonight, ready to go finally in this series. So appreciate everybody being here. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you get the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. I'll be streaming all playoffs long, just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, talk hockey, and have some fun. Appreciate all the support from everyone. I'll be streaming again tomorrow night for the Tampa Bay, Florida game, which may end up being the last game of that series. So I'll be live at 7 tomorrow for that one. Malika, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. We got 4:32 to go in the first, and we're coming back from the commercial break. So we're getting back into the action here. Teams lining up to drop the puck. Face-off won by the Flames. Neutral zone now. They're trying to dump it in. Here's Calgary. Offensive end. Sent in behind the goal. Forechecking pressure coming from Mangiapane. Shillington pinches to keep it in. Coleman gets knocked down. Battle for it along the boards. Backlund comes away with the puck for the Flames out in front. Trying to find Coleman, but he can't connect. Now the Oilers come up ice 3-on-2. Puljujarvi, offensive end, through to the middle, and Markstrom makes a save and covers that one up, and we get another gathering after the whistle. As a couple guys come together, but that breaks up quickly. 4:02 to go in the first, and an ozone draw for the Flames coming up. Or excuse me, for the Oilers coming up. Draw will be in the Flame zone. Patricia, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Face off, one back now by Edmonton. McDavid off the draw. Fans on the shot attempt. It's kept in, though, at the blue line. Good hit from Kane. Flames get it down in the corner, though, up to Goodrow. And under 3:45 now to go in the first. That's rimmed around the boards by the Flames. Out of the zone, back down. Here comes McDavid chasing against Hanifin. Steals the puck. Out in front, he has a chance, and they can't put it home. Markstrom with a big pad stop. Flames up into the offensive end now. 3-on-2 over to Tkachuk. Shot, and a pad save by Smith. As these teams go end to end. Goodrow shot. That one's off the crossbar and out. What a chance there for Calgary. Unbelievable. Dumped in now behind. Played by Ritchie. Lewis down in the corner as well. 3 minutes left in the first period. Back out high. Long shot in. Chance on the back door. Lewis sends it wide. Can't put one home. Oilers come the other way. Speed into the offensive zone. Driving through on the backhand. That shot misses wide, blocker side. Ritchie with a hit. Gets it back to Zadorov. Up to Lucic. Lucic can't get it out of the zone. He'll get a second chance. Now he does. Flames have possession. They'll get a line change. 2:35 to go here in the first. Still looking for our first goal. So many chances, but nothing in the net. As Jarnkrok back to it with Dubé on the forecheck. In the corner, Flames come away with the puck. Trying to cycle it around deep. Dubé takes a hit from Keith. Pinned along the boards. Couple guys from each team in there trying to dig it out. And it's clear, taken by Calgary out to the point. Long shot in, that one gets blocked. Flames can't keep it in the zone. They'll have to regroup in their own end. 2:05 left in the period. Working this one up now. Calgary with possession. Backlund over to Coleman. Coleman at the red line. Flips it into the offensive zone. Mangiapane will chase. They both end up in the corner. Oilers trying to get it out. They do. Up ice now. Bouchard into the offensive end. Pass too far in front, though, for Hyman. And the Flames are going to start the breakout attempt as that's cleared. Oilers regrouping in their own zone with 1:35 to go in the first. Played up here. Offensive end, Derek Ryan with a shot, and Markstrom able to see that one the whole way and cover it up. He makes a save with 1:29 left. And it will be an offensive zone faceoff for Edmonton coming up. And these last few minutes have been frantic here at both ends of the ice. But still nobody able to find the back of the net yet. Goalie's playing very well. Played back now. Flames trying to get it out. Kept in by Ceci. Oilers working around the offensive zone. Top line on the ice. Here's Draisaitl. Spinning away from Lindholm. He gets hooked down in the corner. That's going to be a penalty to Elias Lindholm. Edmonton's going back to the power play here as the Flames touch it up. And 1:12 to go in the first period. Edmonton's going to their second power play of the game. It's a tripping call against Elias Lindholm. And it will carry over into the second period if the Oilers don't score. They're 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Thanks, Patricia. Appreciate it. And, 2-minute power play here now for the Oilers late in the first. We'll see if they can find the back of the net or if we're going to go to the intermission 0-0. As that's taken down in the corner. Calgary trying to clear and sent all the way down by the Flames. Good start to the PK. Backlund against Barry. Barry almost loses the puck. He just has to stop in the corner and start the breakout again. Moved up here through neutral ice. Into the offensive end. Draisaitl now for Yamamoto. Ripped around the wall. Nugent Hopkins on the other side. Moved to McDavid. Pass out in front. Draisaitl with a shot. And he just misses that one high. Still 38 seconds to go in the period. And 1:25 on the power play. Oilers keep it in. Setting up offensive zone. 30 seconds still to work. Thrown in there. Saved by Markstrom holding the post on Draisaitl. And the Flames clear the rebound all the way down. Jim, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. McDavid walks in. And Markstrom makes the save. What a stop there. McDavid walked through the D. Got the shot off, but Markstrom's able to grab it. 17 seconds to go in the first. And 1:05 to go on the power play. Offensive zone faceoff for the Oilers coming up. Golden opportunity there for McDavid. So many chances in this period for both teams. But just not able to find the back of the net just yet. Taken back now. Flames off the draw. He's going to clear it. And that is pretty much going to do it here for the first. As Smith leaves it behind the net with only 7 seconds to go. Brought up. Barry's going to blast one in on Markstrom. He shields it to the corner. And that is going to do it. Period 1 comes to an end. Scoreless here between Calgary and Edmonton. But certainly not for the lack of chances. Just in so many chances at both ends of the ice. And both goalies had to be very, very sharp in that first period. And they were, keeping this one scoreless. As we head to the first intermission now. Power play will carry over for about a minute for the Oilers. Into period number 2, or a little less than a minute for the Oilers into period number 2. And we are through 20. We've still got 40 more minutes to go of action. Calgary and Edmonton still tied up 0-0 at the end of the first here. And we're going to have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for period number 2 to begin. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you here. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already yet. It really helps out the channel a lot. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. I'll be streaming all playoffs long, all different series, and just trying to build up the hockey community here. So appreciate all the support tonight. Fun game so far, lots of action, and we'll see what team's able to strike first. But holy cow, what a frantic first period that was. And the goalies were absolutely awesome. So, the first 2 games of this series, there were goals very, very early on. Game 3, not so much. Nobody able to find the net yet, but man, there could easily have been like 5 or 6 goals in that first period. Without, like right off the top of my head, without even having to think about different chances, there could have easily been 5 or 6 goals in that first. The goaltending was fantastic. Smith and Markstrom both played great. And there were a lot of, real close misses as well. Posts. I think there were at least 3 instances of hit posts in that period. Maybe 4, actually. And some near misses going wide as well. So many opportunities, but nobody able to put one in yet. So, obviously, I think whoever scores first is going to get a big boost in this one. I think it's going to be an important goal. Especially since it seems like goals are going to be a little tougher to come by in this one than they were in the first couple of games. You're probably not going to score 6 or 7, so each goal is going to mean a little bit more. Bruins fan, what's going on? Welcome back in. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. We are at the first intermission here. Calgary and Edmonton still 0-0. Frantic action. Lots of speed in the first, but great goaltending topped it all. Oh yeah, definitely, Garrett. I mean, there's great games throughout the playoffs. Every round has its awesome games for sure. I'm honestly I'm surprised we got through a period without anybody scoring. I mean, these teams have scored so many goals in this series so far, both of them, that I'm surprised that we went a period without a goal. But at the same time, the goaltending was very, very good. Goaltending was very, very good in that first period for both teams. Hey, what's going on, TCB? Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Yo, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to have you in the chat as always, TCB. Awesome to see you. Hope that you made out all right with the storm. And we're here at the first intermission of this one, Battle of Alberta, getting ready for period 2. We'll see what the second will bring us, but that was definitely a pretty wild first, no doubt about it. $14 hits for each team in that period. 14 hits for each team. Physical first, 20 shots on goal for the Oilers, only 7 for the Flames in that first. Jacob Markstrom in particular, had a huge first period. Rayman, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Yeah, huge win for the Rangers earlier. They desperately needed that. And now they're right back in the series. It's 2-1. They have a chance to win another game at home on Tuesday and try and tie it back up. That's a very important win for the Rangers that they got today. And Tuesday's game is also very, very important. Hey, what's going on, Jay? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. No worries. Thanks for coming by tonight. And yeah, it wasn't, it wasn't a must-watch game, to say the least. It was pretty well controlled by Tampa Bay, as they're just dominating that series. I'm surprised at how one-sided it's been, honestly. I expected a lot more from Florida, but they just don't have anything for the Lightning, and not a good first round not a good second round for Florida. Alex, who knows? I mean, there's no way of knowing that until the games are played. Maybe Husso comes in and plays great. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Oh, I certainly would think so, Bruins fan. I mean, it's been a pretty embarrassing series for Florida. I mean, against probably your biggest rival. I mean, it's not Florida isn't exactly rich with rivalries. Like Tampa's definitely their biggest rival. And to not even really even show up for the series the way that Florida hasn't, I mean, that's awful. It's embarrassing, and I bet their fans are not happy. Yeah, I don't know, Avi. There might be a lot of changes coming. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they try and run it back one more time with this group, but eventually there's gonna be some major changes. If it's not this off season, it will be next off season. But some point there's gonna be some major changes. All right, we ought to be getting pretty close to the start of this second. Or I guess not. Still like 7 minutes left of intermission. I guess not. So tomorrow I'll be streaming Game 4 between the Lightning and the Panthers, and I mean, obviously until the game is played, you don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm definitely kind of leaning towards it most likely being the last game of that series. I think Tampa's probably just gonna finish it off on home ice and move on to the conference final. I just haven't seen anything from Florida that makes me think that they're gonna come out and win a game. They haven't played nearly well enough to do that. No, I wouldn't say that, Stu. They're just getting beat. I mean, it's not an early peak thing. They won the President's Trophy. It's not like they were good for 2 weeks and then were bad the rest of the way. Like they were the best team all season. Out of all of the regular season teams, they had the most points. They just are getting beat in the playoffs. I mean, just because you're good in the regular season doesn't mean you're going to do anything in the playoffs. I mean, the Capitals are going to try and do what they can as long as they have Ovechkin, Backstrom, Oshie, um, Carlson. Like, as long as those guys are there, the Capitals are going to try and compete. I don't think they're going to be, they're not, to me, they're not going to be a team that's going to go past, the first or second round of the playoffs. Like, they'll be a playoff team and that's it. And then they'll be out in round 1 or round 2, but they're not gonna. As long as they still have those core veteran guys there, they're not gonna like rebuild or anything. try and see how many years they can make the playoffs until eventually those guys are gone. I mean, geez. Capitals signed Ovechkin to a 5-year extension last summer. So he's not going anywhere anytime soon. All right, we should be starting the second here very, very shortly. Again, there's carryover power play time for the Edmonton Oilers. A little less than a minute. We'll continue to start the second on the man advantage, and we'll see which team's able to strike first. I imagine we're going to have a goal at some point in the second period. I don't see these teams playing 2 scoreless periods in a row. There's too much offense between the two. There's too much offense in this series. Somebody's going to score here in the second, and we're going to have to wait and find out who. Way too early for that, Marion. We don't even know who's going to be available. There's so much that has to be worked out before we actually get into off-season stuff like that. You can start trading again around the draft, which maybe they make a move there. But you got to wait and see how free agency goes. Who's going to get re-signed? Who's actually going to hit the open market? None of that you're even really going to know until we get there. So, it's just way too early to be thinking about that. It's time for the Oilers to worry about trying to win a Game 3 and take a 2-1 series lead over their arch rival in a playoff series. Because the Oilers have made it. They haven't made it deep into the playoffs very often in recent memory. They made it to the second round in 2017, and that was it. And they haven't really made a run since. This is their chance. They got to worry about right now and trying to win this series and go to the conference final. Josh, what's going on? Welcome in. Go Kings, go. What's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Should be starting the second when we get back from this commercial break, and we'll see what happens. All right, here we go. Starting period number 2. 0-0 game. We'll see what team's able to get out to the lead here. Boy, the fans are everywhere in Edmonton. Wow. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Teams lining up at center ice here. Edmonton's got 48 seconds. 48 seconds left of power play time to start this period. And then we'll get back to 5-on-5, and we'll see if the Flames kill it off or if Edmonton's able to strike first. Derek, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I haven't seen him go, Kings, go. I haven't seen him today. Here we go now. One back, underway. And Anderson's going to clear that all the way down for Calgary to the Edmonton zone. And that is a good early start to this penalty kill. John, what's going on? 66, welcome in. Into the offensive zone. Rack Shack, what's going on? Welcome. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Moved around here. Oilers trying to set up. Move through, top of the circle. And that's going to be stolen and cleared out by the Flames. They bring it up. Shot in there. Mike Smith has to make the save. Final seconds of the power play ticking off. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey now as the penalty's over. Here's another chance, though, for Edmonton. And they score! Zach Hyman! Right after the power play came to an end. Hyman puts it home. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Oilers as they strike first less than a minute into the second period. All right, now we're back on track. A goal less than a minute into a period. Now we're back on track. They thought that this was the first. They thought the first period was just a warm-up. They thought this was the first. But nice goal there from Zach Hyman. Puts Edmonton up 1-0. And the Oilers get a lead here on home ice. 19:08 to go still in the second. And I think we're going to have some more goals here. In the second than we had in the first by quite a bit. No, I will not. I am doing the Florida-Tampa game tomorrow, as it says in the pin chat. Jeremiah, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Working it behind the net. Taken by Goodbranson. And that one's knocked down. Yamamoto steals for Edmonton. Back to the offensive zone. Oilers with a shot there. That one wide. And clears itself back out to the zone. Played back. Nurse with the pass up. Taken by Goodbranson. Flames dump it. And taken again by Edmonton. Possession. Worked around now. Played in the corner. 18:21 to go in the second. We get a whistle here. And a face-off coming up. Sean, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Jan Kruk to take the offensive zone draw for Calgary here against Nugent Hopkins. And kind of a stalemate off the draw. One back and then off of Puljujarvi and out of the zone. Here comes Jesse Puljujarvi. Pulling this one in. Hit down in the corner there. Trying to work it. Behind the net. Played out in front. And Jan Kruk's going to take it back for Calgary. Hey, whoa! Jeremiah with the 50. Get that dono hype in the chat. Thank you so much, man. Really, really, really appreciate it. Shot in now. Nice save by Markstrom there. We got 50 on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get that hype in the chat. All good, man. Thanks for coming by. Great to see you here. And that is awesome, man. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. And we get a little gathering after the whistle there. Down in the corner of the Calgary zone. Not not uncommon between these teams. And now it's going to be an offensive zone face-off here for the Oilers. Trying to work it down now in the corner. Calgary trying to clear it out. They do. All the way back. Duncan Keith chasing. Backlund on him. Backlund comes in trying to steal the puck. Works it. Can't get out in front. Second chance there. Mike Smith able to keep it out. Yes, I did know that. Go Kings, go. My 2 cents. What's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Boston Kid, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Just over 2.5 minutes into this second. Oilers have struck first. Oh, yeah. Absolutely covers it, Jeremiah. 100%, man. Thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. 17:23 to go now in the second. Ozone face-off coming up now for the Flames. And Toffoli takes it off the draw. Down to the corner. Trying to work it around. Spins off the check of Barry, throws it in front, kicked away there by Derek Ryan out of the zone. Edmonton up ice. Offensive end Yamamoto with McLeod. Spins away down the wall, away from Anderson, trying to drive. Cross ice pass, stolen there. Deflected out by Calgary. Now they're trying to get it clean possession. Worked up here, out of the zone. Toffoli dodges a hit. Oilers have to regroup in their own zone as Dubé chases. 16:50 to go, second period. What's going on, Moss? Welcome in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. And a glove save there by Markstrom as he covers that up. And it will be an attacking zone face-off coming up for the Oilers here as they look to extend the lead to 2. Hey, no, Jeremiah, trust me, man. I completely understand. Believe me, I know all about being busy with stuff and trying to do as much as possible, and it's still not being enough, it feels like. So, completely understand, man. And thank you so much for coming by. It's awesome to have you here. Played down now behind the net. Shellington trying to work it out. Back to the point, kept in. Markstrom's going to make another save. Rebound chance. He gets a pad on that one. Taken now by Lucic. Up through, out to the neutral zone. Good Branson over the red line, jumping in. He's going to dump it deep. Jace, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Ronit, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat. Welcome Ronit to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to get another whistle here. And it's going to be another penalty call against Calgary. Uh-oh, giving the Oilers a power play chance. It's an interference penalty against Trevor Lewis. Lewis's second penalty of the game, and now Edmonton is going back to the power play. And they're going to have a chance to extend this lead to 2 with a top unit on the ice. 16:08 to go in the second. And it is worked out, cleared all the way down. Good start to the kill for the Flames. Tyson Barrie back in his own zone. Oilers have 8 shots on the power play. But they don't have an official power play goal. Their goal did come right after the power play had ended. Trying to move it out again now. Rasmus Andersson, he's going to clear it all the way down. And the first 35 seconds are gone off of this power play like it's nothing. Draisaitl with a drop pass in the neutral zone. Here's McDavid. Speed into the offensive zone. Ripping around the outside, trying to get away from Zadorov. To Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Down the half boards, played to the corner, now back to the point. Barry sends it deep again, thrown in front all the way across. Draisaitl with a shot. There, that one's blocked up and off glass. Oilers keep it in. That pass, though, for McDavid. He keeps it at the blue line, turns it over to Dubé, who can't get it out. Good play by Nugent-Hopkins there. Here's Draisaitl along the wall, back to the blue line. Over to McDavid, top of the circle. Looking for a play. Gets it out, high slot, Nugent-Hopkins. Other side, Draisaitl fans on it. 35 seconds to go on the Edmonton power play. Top unit still out there. Here's Draisaitl, and he gets that one stopped by Markstrom. As Markstrom grabs that one. 31 seconds to go in power play time. Ozone faceoff coming up for the Oilers. So still 31 seconds to work with here for Edmonton. Looks like second power play unit's going to come on for this final 30 seconds. And we'll have an offensive zone faceoff. Flames trying to kill it and make sure they don't go down by more than one goal. One back by Michael Backlund. Behind the net, Rasmus Andersson. He's going to clear it all the way down there for Calgary. Bouchard back to get it. Plays it through to Keith. Duncan Keith with 20 seconds left starts the breakout for the Oilers. Moved up into the offensive end. It's stolen away again, and Calgary clears. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Stolen again. Edmonton can't get it into the offensive zone. Now finally Keith carries. Final seconds tick off the power play, though. We're back to 5-on-5. Lewis is out of the box. And that one was cleared all the way down by the Flames. It's going to be icing. So 14:02 to go here in the second period. Ozone face-off for the Oilers coming up. They lead by 1. Up 1-0 over the Flames so far in this one. We're starting to close in towards the halfway point, but still a ways to go. A lot of hockey left to be played between these two. As the face-off is taken defensively by Calgary, ripped up the boards, and chipped out of the zone. Dumped in deep. Played back here. Down in the corner, here's Warren Fogle. Trying to work it back here. He gets knocked down by Lewis, and the Flames are going to take the puck. They're going to carry it out now. Brought up, trying to get it through to Mangiapane in the offensive end, but that is stolen. Oilers come back the other way. Flames get back defensively. Here's Darnell Nurse out high. Fires one wide. CC lets it get through to McDavid, who keeps it in. Played behind the net now, Markstrom. Ripped up the wall. Chipped to the middle. Here's Mangiapane. 2-on-2 up ice with Coleman. Into the offensive zone. Here come the Flames. Drop pass for Shillington. Doesn't connect. Oilers come back the other way with speed. Into the offensive zone. Pass in front here for Kane. And Evander Kane scores! It's 2-0 Edmonton as they extend the lead here early in the second. Just under 7 minutes into period number 2 here. The Oilers have taken a 2-0 lead. Evander Kane makes it 2-0. Great pass to him in front. And backhand pass from Draisaitl sets up Kane to tuck it in around Markstrom. And that was a beautiful play there from Edmonton with Kane finishing it off. And it is 2-0 Oilers here. 13:02 to go in the second. And now Kane and Tkachuk having words out right at the faceoff. Good Branson in there as well. Nurse joins. And before they can even get the puck back dropped again, we're starting to get some Battle of Alberta vibes going. And that faceoff is won back by Edmonton. Dumped in now around the wall. Oilers going to get the forecheck going. Kane comes in, lands a big hit on Goodbranson. And we got a hand pass call out in the neutral zone. 12:46 to go in the second. We should be heading to a commercial break. Yeah. First commercial break of period number 2 coming up. Edmonton leads 2-0. Flames have not really gotten anything going offensively much in this game. Certainly not here in the second period. And they are finding themselves in a bit of a hole now, down by a couple goals on the road. And it's been a very good start here for the Oilers in period number 2, getting themselves out to a lead and putting themselves in a good spot. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you can hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Appreciate all the support tonight, guys. Thank you so much. Amber, what's going on? Welcome in. Great to see you in the chat, as always. Thank you so much for coming by. And we got a fun one going here between these two, as the Battle of Alberta usually is. Carmine, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. We got second period action, closing on the halfway point on this one. And Edmonton's playing well early. We'll see if Calgary has a pushback. They're gonna need it. Here we go now. 12:46 to go in the second. Gonna be a face-off out in the neutral zone here. Yes, I do, Raymond. Yes, I do. I'll be doing that game tomorrow night, and from what I've seen in the first 3 games, I do think it's going to be probably the last game of the series tomorrow. As it's taken now, Calgary trying to get into the offensive zone. Set down to the corner here. Tkachuk hit by Ceci. Trying to cycle the puck. Lindholm back to the blue line. Played over for Gaudreau. And Johnny Gaudreau sends it down low. Back out here. High slot. Chance from the top of the circle. Nice save by Smith. Rebound from Lindholm. Stopped by Smith as well. Hey, Mike and Julie. What's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Oilers come back the other way. It's McDavid with Kane across. Kane scores again! What a pass from Connor McDavid! And Kane finishes it off. It's 3-0 Edmonton. And Evander Kane is on hat trick watch. And there is a big one as the Oilers go up by 3. And they are taking it to Calgary here tonight in Game 3 of this series. Metalmania, what's going on? Welcome in. Michael, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. What an unbelievable play here by McDavid. And then a fantastic pass over to Kane. And Evander Kane has his 9th goal of the playoffs already. His 2nd of the night. 12:09 to go here in period 2. Flames being heavily outshot, heavily outplayed, and beaten on the scoreboard so far by 3. They're going to have to really pick it up here. Shillington brings it in now. Flames going to the offensive zone. Played down behind the net, in the corner. Taken by Backlund, turned over. Oilers steal the puck. And that's lifted up and out by Edmonton. Puljujarvi can't get to it before Markstrom. Get some help, though. Ace, what's going on? Welcome in. Calgary back the other way. Can't get over the line on sides. That's going to get whistled down. And we're going to have a neutral zone faceoff coming up with 11:39 to go in the second. And this faceoff will be right outside the Edmonton end. Taken now off the draw. Oilers lift it out over the red line. Archibald tries to hit there on Zadorov. Oilers get it in as Derek Ryan pokes it through to the offensive zone. Flames get it, though, and send it right back out. Playing it around now. Flames trying to keep it in the offensive end. Michael Stone does. Glove down by Lucic. Thrown through here. Puck ends up in the corner. Here's Cassian. Good reverse hit on Ritchie, but Ritchie's able to poke the puck away. Played down in the corner. Trying to clear this one out. Pass, good Branson. Oilers send it all the way down. Shillington will have it. Oliver Shillington now with a long pass up. Knocked down by Fogle, but here comes Dubé into the offensive zone. And Kulak able to poke the puck away from him. 10.5 now to go here in period 2. Closing on the halfway point of this game. Oilers with a 3-0 lead here. Played through the middle, and that one's too far in front for Fogle. Toffoli takes a hit, but plays it back. Good Branson behind the net. Moonman, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Awesome to have you in the chat. 10:05 to go here in period 2. Halfway through this game, good row into the offensive zone. To Lindholm. Lindholm's shot gets blocked by Yamamoto. And the Oilers are once again out of their end. Fogle up ice into the offensive zone. Driving in here. That's just deflected high over the bar. Back the other way now. Here's Johnny Gaudreau with a shot. And a big save. Rebound chance. And Smith stops that one as well on Tkachuk. Are you kidding me? 2 monster saves from Mike Smith. And the Flames cannot buy a goal here. First on Gaudreau, and then on the rebound by Tkachuk, he grabs it with the glove. And we tick down under 10 minutes to go in this second period. Edmonton remains up by 3 as Smith makes 2 huge saves for the Oilers. James, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. We have gone to our second commercial break now of the second period. And, man, Calgary cannot buy a goal right now. Pushing and, trying to get some chances. They don't have a lot of shots in this game. But Smith is just playing outstanding in goal tonight. And robbing Gaudreau and Tkachuk there. I guess Kings go, but that would be a finals that I really wouldn't have any strong feelings about whatsoever. .9:42 to go here in the second. Offensive zone face-off coming up for Calgary. One back now. Played to the corner. Worked up, and Edmonton gets it out to the neutral zone. Flames get it back, regrouping in their own end. It's Rasmus Andersson. Oilers take it now in their own zone. And they're going to start the breakout as we tick down towards 9 minutes to go here in the second. McDavid with the puck. Over the red line, and we get a whistle. We're going to get a penalty call here, it looks like. Yes, I am in Massachusetts. Yes. Evander Kane is getting a penalty here. So he's got 2 goals in the game, but now he's going to get his first penalty of the game as he tripped down Elias Lindholm at the blue line, and Calgary's going to go to the power play. So here's an opportunity for the Flames to try and get themselves back in this game with a power play goal. Down by 3, they go to the man advantage here with 9:18 to go in the second. I mean, I would never... I've been watching hockey too long to count out anybody in the playoffs. I feel like anybody that is... Anyone that makes it to the Final Four has a shot to win the Cup. I mean, you don't get that deep without having a shot at it. So, I wouldn't count anybody out that wins this round. Played around now. Up the wall it goes. Stone. Working it around here. Played along the wall by Dubé. Sent back to Hanifin at the point. He's going to blast one in there. That one just deflects wide. And the Oilers are able to clear it all the way down. Stone with the pass across. Still 1:18 to go in the power play. Raymond, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Out again. Oilers steal the puck. They're going to carry it shorthanded up ice. Here's a 2-on-1 chance for Edmonton. Pass from McLeod doesn't connect, though. Moving this one around. Down along the wall. 55 seconds still on Calgary's power play, but they're getting nothing going offensively. They're still stuck back in their own zone trying to clear this puck out. Here's Hanifin. Moved up. Over the red line. Taken by Lindholm. Into the offensive end. He dumps it deep. Hey, Ruslan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Moved out now. Cleared again. Brought up into the offensive zone. Thrown in there, and that one gets cleared all the way down again by the Edmonton power play, or penalty kill. So that's pretty much going to do it for the power play. Rob, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Andrew, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Great to have you here. Shot in there, and Smith makes a big save on that one. Power play is over. And we are back now to 5-on-5 action. Oilers up ice. Kane out of the box. And Kane scores the hat trick. Evander Kane out of the penalty box with a hat trick goal. And Edmonton leads 4-0 as they are pounding the Flames here in game number 3. Right out of the box. And a goal for Evander Kane. It's 4-0 Oilers. And with 7:02 to go here in the second period, this game is getting one-sided very, very quickly. And the Hats are pouring onto the ice here in Edmonton. I would imagine Boston, kid. There's no way Markstrom finishes this game. I mean, at least just from a rest standpoint. Like, get Markstrom out and give him half a game off. Like, I don't know how you leave Markstrom in to get lit up like this. 4 goals in this period for the Edmonton Oilers. What a game here for Edmonton. What a phenomenal performance by the Oilers here tonight. Home ice, game 3. a series where you're the underdog, and Edmonton has come out ready to play in this one, and they have just taken it to the Flames here in period number 2. Yeah, he did used to be a Sabre, Rob. Yes, he was for a few years. And Edmonton is really giving it to the Calgary Flames tonight. I mean, geez, Calgary needs some sort of pushback here. They just look lost on the bench right now. They got that 1,000-yard stare in their eyes sitting on the bench right now, just like they don't know what hit them. Go Flames, go. Daredevil, what's going on? Welcome in. Azul, welcome in. And Evander Kane has another hat trick here. His second hat trick of the postseason already. We're only in round 2. Calgary's just been brutal to, really only the second period. I mean, they got heavily outshot in the first, but it was a 0-0 game at the end of the first. But Edmonton's completely taken over this game in the second. And Mike Smith has been outstanding in goal. Markstrom is not. I don't think so, Whale Oil Beast. I think Cassian was gone before Kane got there. Neutral zone draw now. They finally get all the hats cleaned up off the ice and everything. We're back underway. 7 minutes to go in period 2. Flames trying to get it into the offensive zone. Hyman knocks down his man. Oilers take it behind the net. Smith clears it up the glass. Goodbranson keeps it in for the Flames. Trying to work one to the middle. Backlund. Cycling with Mangiapane. Spun away here. Down to the sidewall. Played behind the net. Nobody there. Calgary pinches to keep it in. That's Shillington. Back to Mangiapane now. Played over now. 6.5 minutes to go in the second. And Backlund's chased out of the zone. Edmonton relentless on the pressure here. Playing it down in the corner. Raji Ghost, what's going on? Welcome in. Evander Kane with the hat trick for Edmonton. And a big hit there by Calgary on the forecheck, but the Oilers move the puck out. McLeod up into the offensive zone. Here the Oilers again. High slot. Can't get the shot off. Taken now by Yamamoto. Back behind the net. Fogle out in front. McLeod can't get it on goal. Yamamoto now in the corner. Trying to get away from Stone. Out to the point. Played here. Barry cuts in around Dubé. Throws it. And just puts that one over the bar. And that goes up and out of play with 5:30 to go in the second. And we're going to go to a commercial break here. 5.5 minutes to go in period number 2. Edmonton taking it to the Calgary Flames in this one. 4-0 lead for the Oilers. And the crowd is absolutely bumping right now up in Edmonton. Markstrom is still in. Yes, Tua. Markstrom is still in. I thought they might pull him there after the 4th goal, but they haven't. And, looks like they're going to keep Markstrom in. Oh, 100%, Rob. 100%. No doubt about it. They were just a much better, more like better work ethic, better team. Back end of this year was definitely better than Eichel, for sure. Hey, we got a 10 from Azul. Let's get that Dono hype in the chat. I don't know why Sutter's not pulling Markstrom, but Markstrom is still in the net. Get that Dono hype. He dropped a 10 on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really, really appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Helps out the channel a ton. We're just coming back from the final commercial break of period number 2. 5.5 minutes to go. And Edmonton in complete control of this one, up 4-0. I'm surprised that Markstrom's still in the net, honestly, but I'm not the Flames head coach, so what I think doesn't really matter. Gonna be an offensive zone face-off here for the Oilers. 5:30 left in the second. Thank you guys all for watching. Really, really appreciate it. And that one is won back now by Edmonton. Kulak plays it down low, gets hit by Ritchie. Ritchie trying to get the puck up. Cassian pinches it along the boards and keeps it behind the net. Now the Flames will try the near side. Lewis back to Stone in the middle. Flames are out. Lucic dumps it in. Lewis will lead the forecheck. Smith out of the net. Sends it up the wall. And it's Cape getting out here. Edmonton back the other way. By Zadorov. Cassian goes in, lays a hit on him. Played down in the corner. McLeod gets in on the forecheck as well as we tick under 5 minutes to go now in the second. Flames come up ice with it. Here's Lewis. Lucic comes in, lands a big hit on the forecheck, but the Oilers get the puck out. Here's Edmonton back to the offensive zone. Draisaitl plays it deep for McLeod, who chips it low and heads off for the change. Kane goes into the corner. Possession still here, Edmonton. Trying to work this one around. Back the other way. Connor McDavid with it. Offensive end. Played up the wall. Flames can't clear again. Oilers on the attack. Putting on some pressure. Rasmus Andersson from his own zone. Johnny Gaudreau to the middle. Lindholm. Back to Gaudreau. Over the red line. And the Flames will finally dump it into the offensive end. 4 minutes to go in period 2. Smith plays it up the wall. Back the other way now into the offensive end. Here's Draisaitl. Sends it deep. And stolen away by Goodbranson. Flames are out of their zone. No, my hat is Twisted Wrister Hockey. Moved up now through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Calgary trying to get one here. Fanned on the shot. Oilers take it. They clear it out. 3:25 to go in the second. Hyman to the middle. He fires one there. Glove down by Markstrom. And he makes the save with 3:23 to go in the second. Offensive zone faceoff for Edmonton coming up. Yeah, if you go to Twisted Wrister's merch store, Jay, yeah, you can get one of these hats. Yeah, you just gotta go to his merch store. Played behind the net, taken here to the corner. Zadorov passes up to Toffoli. Played in now, glove down. And it's worked back the other way by Edmonton. 3:05 to go in the second. Around the wall it goes. Here's Warren Fogle. And Dubé's trying to get it out. Sent back to the corner. Jan Crook. I've had merch for like 3 years, Tua. The merch link is in the description of every video on the channel. I've had merch for like 3 years now. Worked back now. 2:35 to go here, second period. Flames keep it in the offensive zone. Knock down here. Back the other way. Here comes Edmonton. 2-on-1 up ice. Offensive zone. Pass. Too far behind Nugent Hopkins. Taking this one around now. Behind the net. Out in front. Here's another chance. That one's sent up high by Hyman. Taken by Puljujarvi now. To the point. Played up now. Through the neutral zone. And Brett Ritchie dumps it in. Flames going in on the forecheck. Behind the net, Lucic to Ritchie. It hops over his stick. Oilers take it, and they're going to clear it out. It's been that kind of night for Calgary. 1:35 to go now in the period. Edmonton holding on to the 4-0 lead. Working this one around. Down in the corner. Here's Fogle. Tries to get away from Goodbranson. Pass into the middle. No, that was McDavid. Excuse me. Should have known that by that move. That was McDavid. But Flames are able to clear it out. Evander Kane now already has 3 goals in this game. Carries it to the offensive end. Ducks around Zadorov. Now beats him to the corner. Stone comes over to help out. It's out of the zone. Up ice now. Into the offensive end. Matthew Tkachuk. Thrown out high. Here's a shot from the point. Big save there by Smith. Rebound just gets pushed wide. Moved up now and cleared all the way down. Out to the neutral zone. 40 seconds to go here in the second. Flames dump it in. Nurse back to get it. Oilers going to carry it out of their end. Through the middle and dumped into the Calgary zone. Ryan McLeod first to it. And there's a glove save by Markstrom. Bouchard blasted that one in on Markstrom. He grabs it with the glove. 19.6 to go now in the second period. And Edmonton has an offensive zone faceoff coming up by 4 in the game. Trying to take a 2-1 series lead. Final 20 seconds now of period 2. And that is going to do it for the end of the second. Yup, and that's all they're ever going to be, Bruins fan. That's what they are, and that's the way it is. End of the second period here. Edmonton with a 4-0 lead as we head to the second intermission. And this has been exactly what the Edmonton Oilers were looking for on home ice. Exactly what the Oilers were looking for on home ice. As they have a 4-0 lead over the Flames heading in now to the third period. But we've got some time to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for this third to begin. And Oilers in complete control of this one. We'll see what happens in the third, but it certainly hasn't been Calgary's night tonight. But that is going to bring us now to the second intermission of this one. Final game of the day. 2 games earlier, the Rangers beat the Hurricanes. The Lightning beat the Panthers. And now we have the Oilers beating the Flames heading into the final period of this one. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. I'll be streaming all playoffs long. And was hoping for a little bit of a closer game here, but right now it's been all Oilers in this one, and they really blasted it open in period number 2. Yes, Michael, Kane has the hat trick. What's going on, James? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you. Shots on goal. I know that they heavily favor the Oilers. Let's see. 34 shots for Edmonton and 19 for the Flames. Hey, thank you so much, Jeremiah. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. That's awesome, man. Tin, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. No, I am doing Game 4 of the Lightning and, Game 4 of the Lightning and Panthers, which is probably going to be the last game of that series tomorrow night. Hey, thanks, Jeremiah. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going into tomorrow's game expecting it to be the last one of that series. I don't have high hopes for the Panthers down 3-0. I think Tampa's probably just going to get it finished off on home ice. Florida hasn't really shown much at all in this round. Yes, James, the link is in the description. Link is in the description, James. Hey, Azul became a member. Let's get that member hype in the chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Welcome to Star Membership. Let's get that member hype in the chat. Let's go. That is awesome. Thank you. Welcome to channel memberships. Well, at this point, you gotta try and save Markstrom, Garrett. Also, Vladar's barely ever played. Like, he's barely played NHL games, so I wouldn't read too much into his numbers when he's hardly ever played any NHL games, but... It will tell you the price in the store, James. I don't know off the top of my head. The store's through Teespring. So, it's all on Teespring, and all the information is there. So, second intermission here. We are going into the third, Nathaniel. We are going into the third. And, it's been a very one-sided game so far. Edmonton with all the offense in this one. Calgary only has like 19 shots. Edmonton's got 34. Edmonton's got 4 goals. Calgary's got nothing. Mike Smith has played very well, though. So, you know, Calgary's had a few really, really good chances, and Smith's absolutely robbed them. Yo, Vincent, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Fabian, good to see you in the chat. Average Man, welcome in. Thank you for watching. Good to have you here. Mike Smith is crazy. He's been crazy good in this game. Jameson, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Andrew, I'm not sure who you're talking about. I'm not sure who you're talking about, but I don't think anybody's out for next season. There are players out for the rest of this season, but not next season. All right, see you later. Poppy Rican Ranger, have a good night. Thank you for coming by and watching. Really appreciate it. Awesome to have you here. Sam Girard? Yeah, he's out for the rest of this playoffs. He's not out for next season. He's out for the rest of these playoffs. I hope you're not betting money on that, Joe. I hope you're not betting money on that, because that looks very, very unlikely. Yo, Jeremiah, welcome to membership. Let's get some member hype in the chat for Jeremiah. Becomes a star member on the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Let's get that member hype in the chat. That is awesome. And Poppy Rican Ranger with the 10. Another 10 on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Let's get that dono hype as well. So we got membership hype. We got dono hype. Thank you guys so much for the support. It is absolutely incredible. Really, really, really can't thank you guys enough. Binnington is out for at least the rest of this series. We don't know beyond that, but they already ruled him out for the rest of this series. Dennis Seidenberg in what, Jameson? I mean, maybe like 10 years ago you would want Dennis Seidenberg, but he's been retired for a while now. Yes, they did, No Mander. It was a hat trick for Evander Kane. There were a lot of hats on the ice. We're getting ready for the third here. And, well, it's been a very one-sided game. It's been a very one-sided game so far. We'll see if Calgary has any sort of push in the third period, but they got absolutely hosed in that second by the Oilers. Oilers just dominated period number 2. Yeah, no, I don't think St. Louis is going to... they're not going to be better with Husso in net than Binnington. It sucks because Binnington was playing really, really well. And now that he's out, I think that's going to be a big-time problem for the Blues. And, yeah, it might just be a series-changing injury right there. Yeah, what, Joe? Like he did in the last game after coming in? Giving up, what, 3 straight goals to the Avalanche and them running away with the game? It's not looking good. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. No, there's nothing wrong with Kadri, Andrew. He won't be missing any games. Michael, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Man, they showed up ready to go tonight, Michael. No doubt about that. All they got to do is play 20 more minutes of decent hockey, and they're going to have a 2-1 series lead. Like another, I don't know, I would say like 5 or so minutes. JD, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. NHL 18, Jameson? No, I would not. No. In 2018, Dennis Seidenberg is going to be pretty useless for you. 2011, he would be great. But 2018, at that point, he was too old and not going to really make your team better. Not really strong feelings either way, no, Mander. I mean, of all the teams left, it's whoever wins, wins. Cool. I mean, just going to enjoy hockey and not worry about who's winning and losing. I have 0 PS4 games. I don't have, I don't even really play video games. The only system I still use regularly is PS2. I don't play video games much. Man, whatever happens, happens the rest of the way. I'm not too worried about who wins and loses. I'm just enjoying hockey and living stress-free, having fun watching the games. I don't know off the top of my head, Andrew. I have a lot of PS2 games. NHL MVP, that is usually announced at the award show, no Mander. Well, all the award winners are generally announced at the award show, but they hadn't been doing the award show for the past couple of years because of COVID. So they were kind of doing them throughout the playoffs. They were announcing winners, but I would imagine that they'd be back to having the awards night this year, I would think. Yeah, I mean, Michael, we'll see how Game 4 goes, but you don't want to go down 3-1 to Colorado. That would not be a position that the Blues would want to be in. So very important Game 4 for them, and then Game 5 of that series obviously will be even bigger. Yeah, no, the Panthers just didn't even show up, Andrew. The Panthers look done to me. Like they have no answer for Tampa. Absolutely nothing. It's not like that they're just losing, but they're not even in the game. It's like it's not even close. They're just getting crushed by the Lightning. So I don't have high hopes. Yeah, the statistical awards like Art Ross and Rocket Richard and stuff like that obviously is already done because the season's over, though the regular season's over. So those are known, but the voted on awards, it's usually at the awards show. That they give all those out. Rangers got a huge win today to get themselves back in that series. It's funny, Carolina still has not won a road game in the playoffs. And they've won all their home games, but they've lost all their road games. We'll find out on Tuesday night if that's going to continue or not. But I'll tell you what, if the Rangers make that a 2-2 series, Carolina is going to start to feel the pressure. Because I don't know, they play really well at home, but their road showings haven't been as good, and they haven't won. I mean, even though they outshot the Rangers and played well today, they still weren't able to win the game. And at some point, I think that's going to catch up to them if they can't find a way to win on the road. No, I don't really have strong feelings towards any of the California teams at all. That's the opposite coast of me. I don't get to see a lot of their games. I don't really have strong feelings for any of the California teams. All right, we're coming back to start the third now. Edmonton with the 4-0 lead. Third period about to begin. We got 20 minutes to go. And guess who's in net for the Calgary Flames? Dan Vladar is in goal for Calgary. That's, they finally make the goalie switch. And that is that's going to be a goaltending change now at the intermission for Calgary. Vladar's in net. And the Flames are trying to set up in the offensive zone early here in the third. Here's a shot. That one blocked away from Mangiapane. Up and out of play, and we get a whistle. Face-off coming up 24 seconds in. JD, I am from Massachusetts. I really don't care, Michael. I really don't care. I picked Colorado in my bracket, but I don't, again, my team's out. I have no strong feelings. All right, have a good night. Go Kings, go. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Matthew, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Flames out in the neutral zone now. Trying to get it into the offensive end. Oilers take possession. Edmonton up ice, taken by Dubé, and the Flames are back in on the attack, but he's back-checked by McLeod. Out to the point, played behind the net to Foley. Chance there for Dubé, it goes wide. To Foley, back to the corner. Pinching is Zadorov to keep it in about a minute into the third. Flames trying to set up in the offensive zone. They would really benefit from an early goal for Calgary. You know, kind of make things interesting here. But Oilers send it back the other way. And the Flames got it clear again. As Zadorov's going to curl back, both teams will get a line change. Moved out now. Flames to the bench and dumped into the offensive zone. Down behind the net. Worked to the corner. Lifted up and out. And kept in again at the blue line, though, by Calgary. And back out to the neutral zone. No, Colorado's my second favorite team outside of Boston, 6. And then other than that, no feelings, doesn't matter, don't care. Whoever wins, great. Like, I really don't, I just don't care. Like, I'm fine with all of the other teams, it really doesn't matter. Jomo, what's going on? Welcome in. P-Jet, welcome in. Thank you for being here, really appreciate it. Played down in the corner now. Goodbranson sends it up the boards. Ritchie back to Goodbranson, trying an outlet pass now to Lucic. Lucic has it almost poked away, but Kulak backs off. Flames come up ice. Over the red line. And they're going to be offsides entering the zone, so they got to curl back. Amber, what's going on? Welcome back. 17:50 to go here in the third. Oilers still up by 4. Down behind the net. And the Flames are going to clear their zone as they carry it out to neutral ice. Ritchie dumps it in. Lucic in. Smith plays it up the boards, and Edmonton's out of the zone again. Zadorov now for Calgary. Takes a hit from Puljujarvi. Down low. Taken here. Thrown wide. Deflected in, and Smith gets a piece of that one. And keeps it out. It's still 4-0. Here's another chance in front. Backlund with a chance. Smith with a save. Puck is loose. Everybody trying to find it. Coleman sends it off the outside of the goal. Ends out. Zadorov keeps it in to the middle of the ice. Here's Zadorov now from the face-off circle. And that one gets blocked to the corner. Played around now. Chance in front. Stopped again by Smith, and we get some more. And a penalty call coming up here. Oilers guy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. And Brett Kulak is going to the penalty box here for Edmonton. That's going to put Calgary on the power play. And an early power play chance here in the third for the Flames to try and get on the board, but they haven't been able to get one in the net yet. And they've had so many chances, but not able to score. Yes, I did, Andrew. One back now by the Flames. Working it out high. Trying to set up in the offensive zone. On the power play, Lindholm with it. Down to the corner. Good row. Out high. Playing the half wall. Throwing across, top of the circle. To Foley with a shot that's blocked just wide. Flames keep possession, though, offensive end. And Anderson loses it at the blue line. It's cleared out. And Calgary's got to regroup. Into the offensive end. Now here's Tkachuk with a shot. And a blocker save there by Smith. Big stop again. Behind the net now, Anderson trying to get it back for Calgary. Still a minute 15 to go on the power play. Ticking down now, about 4 minutes into the third. Good row through the neutral zone. Poked away from him. Move to the middle, gets it back over the red line. Into the offensive zone. Ripped around here behind the net. Cleared again to the neutral zone by the Oilers. Flames bring it back in. Here's Anderson. No, Evander Kane has 3 of the 4 goals, P-Jet, but those guys both have assists. But Kane has been the big goal scorer. Played around now. 30 seconds to go on the Calgary power play, and that one's sent down. Back to their own zone. Vladar's going to play it up to Backlund. Oilers have almost killed this off. Christine, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And stolen away again. Congratulations to Peyton. That is awesome. You just hit 1K. That is fantastic. Congratulations to Peyton on 1K on his channel. And we're back to full strength as Kulak comes out of the box. Penalty is killed. We're 5-on-5 again. Worked around now up to Lucic. 14:43 to go in the third. Flames to the offensive zone. Trying to work this one to the corner. It's lifted up, chipped to the middle. And moved out of the zone over the red line by Kane. Right back into the offensive end. No, this is the last game of the night, Oilers guy. Moved up now. Poked away. Kane in the corner against Hannafin. Lucic sends it back to Goodbranson. And Goodbranson tries to poke it up the wall and out. Oilers keep it in. Good play there. Here's Kane again. That was Shillington, excuse me, not Hannafin. All these guys with 50s numbers that look the same. And working it back now. 14 minutes to go in the third. I think it depends on what happens in Game 4, Nomander. If this series is tied 2-2 after 4 games, then yes, I think it does. If Edmonton gets out to a 3-1 lead, I think it's sooner than that. Oilers working around now, offensive zone. It was good. It was all right, Andrew. Not the best game of the playoffs, certainly, but it was fine. Dumped in now. Forecheck pressure coming from the Flames. Stolen back. Dubé out to the point. Played out here. Deflected through. And a nice shot there, covered up. 13-12 to go in the third. That's covered by Mike Smith. And it will be an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Flames when we get back. Yeah, no, that actually, Jeremiah, after the playoffs when things calm down, I'm probably gonna add a couple things to the merch store. Like, I don't have time to do it now, but that actually would be a funny shirt. And I do say that a lot. Eddie, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Andrew, have a great night. Thank you for watching. Awesome to have you as always. We're at our first commercial break now of the third period. Please don't forget, guys, it really means a lot if you can hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, talk some hockey, and have some fun. Thank you guys so much for the support tonight. I'll be streaming all playoffs long. Next stream will be tomorrow night, Game 4, Lightning Panthers. Lightning trying to put that series away. I think there's a good chance they do it based on how that series has gone so far. Game Hunter, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here, Game Hunter. Really appreciate it. Awesome to see you here. Yeah, Jeremiah, I don't know if I'm that good at graphic design to be able to put that together, but I definitely want to come up with that shirt or a shirt with that on it, but I'm not great at design, so I'd have to try and figure out the whole, like, players aspect of it. Marinela, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Patrick, thank you for watching. LG, welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. That's cleared out again by Edmonton. We're down under 13 minutes now to go in the game. And the Oilers are still holding on to the 4-0 lead. All right, awesome. Sounds good, Jeremiah. That'd be sick. Played over now. Worked up the wall. Space Delirium, what's going on? Welcome in. Oilers chasing in the Calgary zone. No, Oilers guy, you can say whatever you want here. There's no rule against swearing in the chat. I do not give a shit. You can say what you want. Moved out now. Back to get it is Hannafin. 12:18 to go in the third. And back to get it are the Flames. Trying to work it up through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Shot there from the top of the circle. And that one's lifted high off glass. Save again. Save again by Smith. Moved up now into the offensive zone. Kachuk sends it deep. Game Hunter, either the Blues or the Avalanche, whoever comes out of that series will play the winner of this series. Certainly looks that way, Space Delirium. I mean, we're down under 12 minutes to go, and they have a 4-goal lead. I would imagine that the Oilers are probably going to win. It would take an epic collapse. It would take an epic collapse at this point for them not to. Jonas, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Proud American, welcome in. Calgary trying to get it out of their zone. Through the middle up to Lucic. He dumps it to the offensive end. Smith comes out to play it. And Lucic runs into Mike Smith. And everybody's going to pile in. As it's a full 5-on-5 as everyone comes together. Kulak's got the gloves off with Richie. They pile on top. And everybody's into it behind the net as Lucic and Smith collide. McLeod's getting into it with Stone. Everybody's grabbed a partner. It's a pig pile behind the Oilers' goal. And now we've got some Battle of Alberta. Zadorov getting into it with Cassian. Zadorov and Cassian. Cassian's got the gloves off. He wants to go. Zadorov won't drop him. And now we've got some hockey. Let's go. 11:25 to go. And everybody comes together back behind the Edmonton net there. And we had a full 5-on-5 with everybody in a pig pile going at it. And it is 4-0 here still for Edmonton. And Lucic was trying to stop. I mean, there was no doubt he was trying to stop there, but he didn't. I mean, he tried to stop, but he didn't. And he hit it right into Mike Smith there. And that led to a massive pile up behind the net. And we finally had some fun in this game. This hadn't been an overly physical game. And we finally got some fun now with it 4-0. Archibald jumped right in. And then everybody else came flying in for both teams. Nobody actually got the gloves off, though, which sucks. I wish we got a real fight out of that. But we still got 11:25 to go. So plenty of time to get some more action between these two. Game Hunter with the 1. Let's get that dono hype in the chat for Game Hunter. We got a dono on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Hockey and Life, what's going on? Welcome in. Sundrop, welcome in. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. And there's going to be a lot to sort out here for the officials. We've got multiple players in the penalty box for both teams. 3 guys in there for Calgary, 3 guys in there for the Oilers. Edited, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Hopefully get a crazy last 10 minutes here. I'm from Massachusetts, Space Delirium. I'm a Bruins fan, but I cover the entire NHL. And just a big hockey fan in general. Joseph, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Awesome to have you here. Really, really appreciate it. $11:25 to go here in the third. And we've got a lot to figure out here between the Oilers and Flames for all of these penalties after a full 5-on-5 back behind the net. Just sucks that nobody actually got the gloves off and out to throw. I want to see him actually get a throw, but there's still a lot of time left. I wonder if Cassian tries to get Zadorov into it again. Or Cassian could go with his old friend Goodbranson. They've fought multiple times throughout their careers. Scott, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. So, here we are now, 11:25 to go in the third period. And it's going to be a 5-minute penalty to Milan Lucic. It's going to be a 5-minute penalty to Milan Lucic. That is going to be a power play for the Oilers. So, big chance here for Edmonton, who's already up by 4, to just blow this whole thing open. Yeah, I think it's because it's a 4-0 game. They're going to do that just to try and keep it under control, and not that that was really an actual major penalty worth, but just because of the score being one-sided, I think they just want Lucic gone, so they can't start anything later in the game. That's a referee's trying to keep a lid on the game type of call there. No, slow mode is on for a reason, so people can't spam over and over in the chat. So if you're annoyed by slow mode, you're probably spamming over and over in the chat. No, I don't think it's over either, Angelo. I think we're just getting started. LG, I very much think it's going to be Edmonton winning this game. No, it wasn't. If this was the first period, that is not a major penalty. Not even close. But the reason they're doing that is to try and keep everything under control. Emmanuel, there are over 300 fights in the NHL this year, so I don't know where you're getting that from, but there were literally over 300 fights in the NHL this year. You go to hockeyfights.com and you can watch them all. And I think Mike Smith is going to get taken out here. Mike Smith is getting pulled off by the concussion spotters. So Mikko Koskinen is going to have to come in now for Edmonton. Smith out for concussion protocols. Mikko Koskinen now into the net. It would be hilarious, Jeremiah, but I don't think it's going to happen. But it would be hilarious. So we got 3 guys in the box for each team. I'm expecting it, Eddie, yeah. I'm expecting it. No, now we got 4 guys in the box for Calgary, 3 in the box for Edmonton, and Edmonton has a 5-minute power play. So I assume that the 3 penalties even out, and then Calgary and the extra penalty is going to be Milan Lucic, which is a 5-minute major, and Edmonton goes to the power play now for 5 minutes. So, and unlimited goals scored. Unlimited goals scored, too, for the Oilers. So, they can just rack it up here if they want to. I have no idea, LG. I mean, I can't predict the future. I don't care, Game Hunter. We talked about this earlier. I'm not rooting for anybody at this point. I'm just watching hockey. Tammy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. 4:42 still to go on the power play here for the Oilers as Vladar made the save there. 11:07 left to go in the third. And it's going to be another attacking zone face-off for Edmonton. Hyman chips it up the wall. Lindholm trying to get to it first and clear it out. He does. Good play there on the PK by Elias Lindholm. Down under now 11 minutes left. Bouchard back to get it for Edmonton. Up it goes. Through the neutral zone. McDavid with speed into the offensive end. Plays around the outside. Skates by Gabranson. Pass in front and Vladar makes a save. One back now. 10.5 to go. I would love a 7-game series, Jeremiah. Would absolutely love it. See you later, Joey. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Here's Draisaitl back to the point. Bouchard with a blast blocked on the way through in the corner. Now back to McDavid. Keeping it around in the offensive zone. Hit there by Stone. McDavid trying to dig it back. Good Branson comes over. It gets to Mangiapane. Cleared out of the zone by Calgary. 3:35 to go on the Edmonton power play. Thanks, LG. Really appreciate it. Great to have you here. Thanks for coming by and watching. Brought back the other way into the offensive zone. McLeod in the corner. Takes it from Lindholm. Now Coleman's going to carry it out for the Flames, and they come up ice short-handed. Chip to the middle. Lindholm drops it for Hanifin. Hanifin fans on the shot. Thrown off the outside there. Played behind the net. Keith with it. 3 minutes still to go on the power play. 9:20 left in the third. Duncan Keith slowly up ice for Edmonton out of his zone. Into the offensive end. Here comes Evander Kane. Pass to Yamamoto in the middle. That's poked away and cleared all the way down as Flames get another one out of the zone on the PK. Played through to the middle. Into the offensive zone. Hyman with it down to the corner. Behind the net. And we're going to get a penalty call to McDavid here. Connor McDavid is going to the box, and that is going to bring us some 4-on-4 action for the next couple of minutes. So it's still 2:24 to go on the power play, but now it's going to be 4-on-4 for a couple minutes. As McDavid's going to go off. Offensive zone penalty. And we'll see if they call it a hold or a hook. Either way, it's 2 minutes to McDavid. And the ice is going to open up a little bit now with 8:49 to go here in the third. Yeah, they're going to call that a hook. Darren, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to have you in the chat. Thanks so much for watching. So, some 4-on-4 action now with 8:49 to go. And the face-off is going to come back down to the Edmonton end. And it's back now. Cody Ceci up the boards. Edmonton trying to clear their zone. Good pressure, though, coming from the Flames. Ceci carries it out now. Up ice into the offensive end. He's going to get a chance to fire one through. That one, nobody home to put a stick on it, and then it's thrown in from the point by Nurse, and Vladar just covers it up as Nurse broke his stick. And it's going to be 4-on-4 for another minute and 44 seconds. Ozone draw coming now for Edmonton. Hey, thank you so much, LG. Let's get some sub hype in the chat for LG. New subscriber to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dawson, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Johnny Goodrow with it now. No, because I think it'd be an even strength goal, Jeremiah. So I think it would just stay 4-on-4 because until the McDavid penalty is up, because it's even strength right now. Taken now by Yamamoto, stolen back by Johnny Goodrow, and the Oilers get back defensively. Nurse takes the puck. Brought up now by Edmonton. Hey, Jonas, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Let's get some hype for Jonas as well. New subscriber to the channel. Played down now in the corner. Oilers trying to work it out of their zone. Nurse on the half boards and sends it back deep behind the net. Ryan McLeod will play it. Still 40 seconds to go in the 4-on-4 time. Oilers up ice over the red line into the offensive end. Trying to cut through to the middle. And Oilers just killing time here. Up Barry to the offensive zone. Around Zadorov. Tries to fire one short side. It deflects up and out of play. And we'll get a whistle here. 21 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. And 7:10 to go here in the third period. Hey, thank you so much, my 2 cents. Have a great night. Really appreciate you watching. And that'd be awesome. 10K is the next big, milestone marker. So that'd be awesome if we get there. We'll have to see how the rest of the playoffs go. But thank you so much. Really, really appreciate you being here. Bro, did somebody just use a timeout right now? Bro, there's 7:10 to go in the third period of a 4-0 game. And it looks like Edmonton just used their timeout. Oh, because Mike Smith is coming back. Edmonton used their timeout because Mike Smith is coming back. So Koskinen back to the bench. Mike Smith walks out of the tunnel like a WWE wrestler showing up unexpectedly back out of the tunnel. And he's back in the net now for the Oilers. Jack, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Mike Smith is back in the net now for Edmonton. And it's taken by Anderson to Hannafin. Calgary trying to work it out of their zone. Playing this one through is Callie Yarncrook. Final 10 seconds of the 4-on-4. Into the offensive end. Smith plays it from behind the net. Works it up the wall. Kulak gets checked there. 4-on-4 comes to an end. There's still a few seconds of power play time left now for Edmonton, stemming from the Lucic Major. So, final 12 seconds now of the power play for the Oilers as they get it out to the neutral zone. Flames will regroup back in their own end, and that is pretty much going to kill off the rest of the power play. So, after all of that special teams action, we're finally back to 5-on-5. And nobody's scored. It's still 4-0 Edmonton here. All the goals in this game came back in the second period. Brought up now by Mangiapane into the offensive zone. Long shot from Zadorov, ripped wide. Played in front. He has a chance. That one missed as well. Backlund down low with Tkachuk. Backlund leaves it for Tkachuk, trying to play it out in front. Takes it to the sideboard. And pass to Stone is chipped out of the zone, poked away there by Hyman. Here comes Hyman now for Edmonton up into the offensive zone. He takes a hit there, moves it to the middle. And here's Zach Hyman from the slot. Shot there and a big blocker stop by Vladar. 5:35 now to go in the third. Real Bacon Lover, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Played down low now. Nurse against Ritchie in the corner. Edmonton up the boards trying to clear it out. And they get it to neutral ice. Here's Ryan McLeod. Can't get it by Shillington. Flames to the middle, deflected away. Oilers get possession back. 5:10 to go now in the third period. Still a 4-0 lead for Edmonton. Moved up through the neutral zone, chipped to Shillington. He sends it back the other way. Coleman to Dubé, offensive zone, shot there high. Rims around the glass. Kane takes it there from Coleman. Flames keep it in. Passes it across now. Shillington with a shot and he scores! The shutout is no more as Oliver Shillington makes it 4-1 and the Flames finally get on the board with 4:51 to go in the third. And there is at least one goal for the Flames as they make it a 4-1 game here and finally get one in the back of the net. A nice high shot there from Shillington over Smith. Terry, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Jay, if they did this maybe like 10 minutes ago, they would have had a chance. But now with less than 5 minutes to go, I think it's a little too late for Calgary. But at least they break out the shutout and it's a 4-1 game now. If they had done that 10 minutes ago, things would have been pretty interesting. Brought up now, Tkachuk into the offensive zone. His shot gets blocked by Bouchard. Anderson pinches to keep it in. Tkachuk plays it down low. Looking to work the puck out in front. And Edmonton gets to the loose puck and clears it out. 4.5 left in the third. Playing it around now. Archibald gets caught up there. Hit by Mangiapane. And back the other way now. Here come the Flames. Archibald was slow to get up. He heads off to the bench. Have a good night, Cap. Thanks so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Brought up now by Tkachuk into the offensive zone for the Flames. Passes one off to Lindholm down in the corner. Trying to get the cycle game going. Shillington keeps it in. Throws it through the middle. That one just wide. Bouchard will play it up the wall. Shillington keeps it in again for Calgary. Played down low out and deflected to the blue line. Good Branson has it. Flames set up in the offensive zone, but under 4 minutes to go, they're down by 3. That one passed through the middle. Nobody home. It clears itself. Flames will have to go back and regroup. Working it up now. Johnny Gaudreau dumps it to the offensive end. Brett Ritchie will go on the forecheck against Nurse. McDavid comes in to help out. Chips it up the wall to Kane. Kane clears it out of the zone. And that's going to go all the way down for icing. Icing here against Edmonton with 3:19 to go in the third. It'll be an offensive zone faceoff for the Flames coming up, still trailing by 3 goals. Face-off, one back by the Oilers. 3:15 to go as they clear it out of their zone. All the way down again. And no icing as it was deflected by Hannafin. He'll carry behind the net, now pass it out. Flames up ice. Dumped in by Lewis. Now here comes Toffoli. Looking to play it in front, sends it around behind the net. And Hannafin's going to pinch to keep it in for Calgary. Working this one around. Playing it out to the middle. Here's a spin around chance. That one goes off the outside of the goal. Puljujarvi will clear for Edmonton, gain the red line and dump it in. 2:40 left in the third. Yeah, Jeremiah, man, that'd be awesome for sure. That'd be awesome. Would love to. Moved up now. Dumped in. Yonkrook throws it deep. Forecheck pressure coming again from Ritchie. Flames trying to set up in the attacking zone. Move to the middle. Dubé behind the net. Hit there by Kulak. Gets it back to the point. Long shot in there. Good save by Smith, but we're going to get a penalty call coming up. And it's going to be a hook against Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with 2:16 to go in the third. And that is going to put the Flames on the power play, down by 3 goals with just over 2 minutes remaining. We'll see if they can do anything with this one. But we're going to go to our final commercial break now of this game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really, really appreciate it. And awesome to have you guys all here in the chat. Please don't forget, it means a lot if you can hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. I'll be streaming all playoffs long, just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have fun. Really, really awesome to have everyone here tonight. I would assume that they're probably going to be pulling the goalie here. I would assume so. I mean, we're on a commercial right now, so I can't see anything, but I would assume that if you're Calgary, you're pulling the goaltender here. John, welcome in. Eugene, welcome in. Thank you guys for watching. Really, really appreciate it. So Calgary power play now with 2:16 officially still to go. And Edmonton with the lead. 4-1. Trying to finish off game 3 and take a 2-1 series lead. Yeah, Smith has been awesome, Jack, these last couple games, and incredible today. But Calgary's going to have to find a way to score some goals like they did in Game 1, and I would definitely expect a big push from Calgary in Game 4 of this series to try and tie it back up at 2 apiece. This should certainly be a very long series, hopefully. Wow, they keep Vladar in the net. So no goalie pull for Calgary now with 2:16 left. They keep Vladar in the net. And that's cleared out by Edmonton right off of the faceoff. Hanifin will have to go back to get it. Behind the net, Calgary's out of their zone. Backlund up ice into the offensive end. No, next game will also be in Edmonton. 2 in Calgary, then 2 in Edmonton, and then they alternate. Played back in now, 1:35 to go. Hanifin back to get it. Dumped in now. Work to the corner. Oilers still have it. Do they clear it out? Yes, they do. And an absolutely useless power play for the Flames so far. Minute and a half to go now in this third period. 1:10 left on the Calgary power play. They can't even get the puck into the offensive zone. Brought up now, deflected away. Keith sends it back. Anderson will keep it at the point. And finally, Calgary's now going to get set up on the attack. Tkachuk fires one high off glass there. Rasmus Anderson keeps it in. Down to 52 seconds left on the power play for the Flames. Goodrow works it around. Fakes a shot, then blasts one in. And Smith makes a save on that. Rebound chance. Smith stops that as well. And we'll get another stoppage here. 1:01 to go in the third period. 45 seconds left on the power play. And it will be an offensive zone face-off coming up for the Flames. But anything they get now is definitely just too little too late. And that one gets one to the sideboards, cleared out by Nurse. And Edmonton clears it again all the way down. Played back the other way. Here's Anderson to the red line. Flames with it. Good row to Tkachuk, offensive zone. Pass attempt to the middle gets deflected back out. And that is cleared again here. Final 20 seconds of the power play. Calgary getting nothing set up in the attacking zone. Cleared back out again by the Oilers. Final seconds ticking off the clock. 22 seconds left in the game. Good row to the offensive end. Played to the middle, and that one's cleared out. Power play is over. And McLeod with a chance there. Another shot from Nugent Hopkins just misses wide. And that is going to do it. Oilers take the puck. They just send it back to their zone and kill the time. 4-1 win for the Edmonton Oilers in game number 3 as this one goes final. And Edmonton leads the series 2-1. And game 4 will be coming up on Tuesday night. And it's going to be a big one for Calgary as they're going to try and even the series back up. Oilers are going to look to take a 3-1 series lead and really take control. But a stellar performance from Mike Smith in net. Great goal scoring from the top players of the Oilers. And they pick up a big win on home ice in game number 3 of this series. And that is going to do it for me tonight. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, LG. That is going to be the end of this one for me tonight. Don't forget, guys, I'll be back tomorrow for Game 4 between the Panthers and Lightning, which very well might be the last game of that series. And then Tuesday night, I'm going to do a doubleheader. Tuesday night, I'm going to do Rangers, Hurricanes, and Oilers, Flames Game 4. So, doubleheader on Tuesday night again. 1 game tomorrow. It will be Panthers, Lightning. And we'll see what happens with that one tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget, if you haven't yet, to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Really, really appreciate everybody watching. Thank you guys so much for the support. And hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Have a great day tomorrow, and hopefully I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Thank you guys so much. Good night, and see you next time.